So before we actually jump into the first impressions, I'm sure you guys already see, but my concealer looks super white on camera, at least when I'm in front of my lights, and I really don't know why. I thought that I had fixed it already. I thought we were doing pretty good, but I guess not. You'll see once I do my update, it looks totally normal. It's just once I sit in front of my camera, it looks so white. So I'm sorry about that. I was not going to post this video for that reason, but you guys told me on Snapchat to do it anyways. And so this is just me explaining to you what's going on. I'm very confused, just like you are. I've used this concealer multiple times and it never looks this white, so it might be my powder. I'm not sure, but anyways, let's just jump into the first impressions. I just wanted to let you guys know that I am aware of the situation at hand. And so now let's get into the video. Hi friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is going to be a first impressions video on the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. The reason I decided to pick this up was because I've seen so many people talking about this foundation, about how good it is. Especially, I know if you guys follow like Desi Perkins on Snapchat, she's always talking about this concealer, this foundation, not this concealer. I mean, technically it's a foundation and a concealer, so I could really say either one. I picked mine up in the color 09 Tan. It looked like it was going to be the best match for me, and of course I'm wearing it right now, so it does match pretty well. This comes with 1 fluid ounce or 30 milliliters, which is really standard. I did pay $10.49, I think was the exact price that I paid for this. I picked mine up at CVS. I'm pretty sure depending on which drugstore you go to, the prices are going to vary, but that's how much I paid for it. For drugstore, I would say $10.49 is actually pretty good considering where drugstore is going right now. Things are starting to go like really up in price, like $15, $16, $17 in the drugstore. So $10.49 is not bad at all. If you guys want to see my first impressions on the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, then please just keep on watching. Okay, so the foundation that we're testing out today is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. Mine is in the color 09 Tan. This looks like it was gonna match me the best. Like if you look, you can see the foundation like in the bottle, and this looks like the color that most of my foundations are, so hopefully this is a good color match. So on the back of the foundation, it says Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, medium to full coverage, lightweight oil-free formula, long wearing, water resistant, and sweat proof. So it's not waterproof. It is sweat proof, but it's not waterproof. It's water resistant, which is two different things. For anybody who is new to my channel or you don't know like what kind of skin I have crazy oily skin. Like the rest of my body is ridiculously dry, but my face is super duper oily. I don't really have like a lot of things going on in my face. Like I don't have like a whole bunch of texture or not much that I really want to cover up. We're gonna try this out. I am gonna prime my skin just because I always prime my skin, and I feel like if I didn't prime my skin I would of course hate the foundation. So the primer that I'm going to use today for all over my face is the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer, just because I feel like my face is a little dry today. I mean, my face is not dry, it's just a little bit drier. So I'm just gonna use this. And I love this primer. I've always known I love this primer. Obviously it's like almost done, but I do have a backup. For my T-zone, I'm going to use another primer that I love. This is a Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Primer. It just looks like this. It's so good if you have large pores. It is so good at covering up the pores and like blurring them out. I love it. Oh my god, I have lash glue in my eye. That's like really embarrassing. So I'm just going to pump the foundation onto the back of my hand and then use that to dot all over my face. I did buy this at CVS like I said, and I believe that I paid $10.49 I think was the price for it, but depending on where you go I'm sure the price will vary because that's usually how drugstore foundations are. This does come with a pump, which is super exciting. I didn't even know if it came with a pump or not, but this is where it's at. It's a weird pump though. I've never seen a pump that looks like that. I don't know if you guys can really tell the shape of it. It's like it has like a specific place for your finger, which is cool. So whatever. Before I actually do the foundation, because I'm sure I'll get foundation all over myself, let me show you guys my sweater. It's so exciting to me. Look at the dog. This reminds me of Makeup Shayla's dog, Titus I think is his name. Doesn't that look like him? I don't know. That could just be me. It's a cute dog. Okay, so I'm just gonna pump out. Okay, eventually. It feels like it's coming. Okay, so that's like a pump and a half. The first pump wasn't really like a real pump. And it seems like pretty thick. Like it's not doing anything like at all. It's completely maintaining its shape like that. I don't really like to put on too much foundation. So I'm just gonna start with this, and if I need to put more on, then I will. So I'm just gonna dot it. That pretty much looks like my color. So I feel like this is enough for my face. I'm not gonna put any more on. I mean, unless when I blend it out I have to, but for now this looks pretty fine to me. So I'm just gonna take a damp beauty blender. You guys know I love to use a beauty blender. That's all I ever use for my foundation, so that's what I'm gonna use. And I'm just gonna go ahead and bounce this. It's blending fairly easy. I don't know if you can tell, but I like this color. It might be like a hair too dark, but personally I'd rather my foundation be too dark than be too light. So that's fine. It blends so easily, and I think the coverage, let me see. I would say this is definitely medium to full coverage. Like I had a little pimple or two over here and it pretty much covered it up completely. So that's good. And you saw how little I applied on my hand. So this is what the foundation looks like with a pump and a half. I think that was more than enough for my face. I really wouldn't go in with any more. The coverage, like I said, it's medium to full, especially like with that little amount. Like that's pretty good. It doesn't really feel like much. Like I feel like it's still a little tacky, but I'll definitely give it a minute to set because it hasn't been that long. Other than that, the finish I would definitely say is a matte finish. I don't think this is even a satin finish. Like to me this looks like just a matte finish. So if you have dry skin, maybe don't go for this. I mean, it doesn't feel like on my face, it doesn't feel super like it doesn't feel like it's sucking the moisture out of my face at all. I feel like I said sucking really weird. That was like really weird. I feel like I'm making it even weirder now. It's not like making my face feel super dehydrated or anything like that. It just looks like a matte finish. But I mean, I'm oily, so that's fine with me. I am gonna apply the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back and let you guys know how everything applied on top of it. Right now it's starting to feel like it's setting a little bit more, so it's like getting a little bit less tacky. But I'll definitely let you guys know how everything else went on top of it, and then I'll of course do check-ins throughout the day. You guys know how I do my first impressions. And yeah, so I'll be right back. So I am back. All of my makeup is on, as I'm sure you can tell. I have like a crap ton of makeup on, more than I did before. But I love the way that this looks so far. Everything went on my face really nicely. It blended out really nicely. Nothing really came out patchy. I did get highlight like all over my entire face, like even in my hair, but that's okay. I didn't set my entire face. You guys pretty much know I never set my entire face. I only bake where I have concealer, and other than that I leave my face alone. So it is pretty matte right now. It's still pretty matte. It did set after a little while. As I was like doing my eyeshadow, I kept touching my face to make sure that it set, and it did set. It doesn't feel like anything is on my skin at all. So for the claims, it says it's medium to full coverage. So far, I do find that to be true, especially with as little as I used. You can definitely build it up to like a full coverage. But since I used such a small amount, it came out to like a medium coverage. It definitely does feel lightweight. That's another one of the claims. It says lightweight, oil-free formula. It definitely does feel lightweight. So now we're just going to check that it's long wear. We probably are not going to throw water on my face today, so I'm not going to check that it's water resistant. But I guess we can see if it's sweat proof if I decide to sweat today. I mean, in this humongous sweater, if I don't sweat, I don't know what's going on. So right now it is 1:56. Oh my god, look at my phone. It's so cracked. That's so embarrassing. I almost didn't want to show this because of how cracked my phone is. You guys know my phone broke like probably a month ago at this point. I do have a new phone, but my SIM card is having some issues with it, so I can't use it yet. I'm trying to get it like to work, but until then, we're just gonna have to live with this cracked phone. So it's 1:57 now, and I know it's kind of late for first impressions, but I couldn't do it earlier because I had class, and I do have class later, so probably I'll end up wearing this foundation for about 10-ish hours. I'll try to wear it as long as I can, of course, but I also have a lot of homework to do, so that's what this is for, to do homework. So I am definitely gonna do probably one check-in in the middle of the day and then one check-in at night to see how well it's holding up. So I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.
You look good.
Hurry up, bro. My eyebrow can't stop.
I'm not taking a picture, I'm taking a video. Okay, so here's my little mirror.
Yeah.
I don't see any oil anywhere on my face. My smile lines is like, they're really intense. You see the little fake mustache I got going on right there?
That's real.
Let's watch the Elmo in his natural habitat. And look at me. Okay guys, so it's like, what time is it? What time is it? Where's your phone?
8:05.
So it's 8:05. So I've been wearing the foundation for 6 hours right now, and I'm still pretty matte. I don't see any shine on my face whatsoever. I don't see it breaking up on my face whatsoever. All the coverage is still exactly how it was 6 hours ago, which is a really good sign. You can see my smile lines, but I mean, you can pretty much always see my smile lines in whatever foundation I use. Those like right here that looks like a mustache. It might be a mustache. I don't know. Right now I'm in the middle of Macy's, which is why you can just, I don't know, which is why it looks different. I'm in Macy's. Do I have anything else to say?
No.
What do you think about the foundation?
It looks great.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Does my face look flawless?
Yes.
Flawless.
Flawless.
Ma,
Yes,
do I look on fleek?
totally.
Does my foundation look good? Can you stop smiling?
Yes.
No one's taking a picture of you. My foundation looks good?
And fleek.
I look on fleek?
Yes.
Promise?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll see you guys soon. Okay guys, so this is gonna be my last check-in of the day. It is 10:16 at night. This is my cracked phone again. So I've had the foundation on for 8 hours at this point. I usually like to go longer than 8 hours, but Mama Danger's going to sleep, and if I talk while Mama Danger's sleeping, she will eat me. I think that the foundation for 8 hours of wear on ridiculously oily skin looks pretty good. It is like starting to get really oily in this area, which is pretty much the area that always gets oily the fastest. It's just like right around my nose, a little bit over my eyebrow. Like, do you see it right there? Do you see it right there? My lipstick is obviously all gone. That's because I haven't reapplied it all day. I think that lipstick actually wore pretty well. Side first impressions. But I think that this foundation is pretty good for oily skin, at least from what I can tell from the first impressions. I really like the way that it wore on my skin. I could definitely see myself reaching for this foundation often. You need so little of it to go such a long way on your face, so I love that about it. And I love the finish. I love the coverage. I love this color on me. I think this is like the perfect match. So I love it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I like it a lot. Do you think I look good?
No.
You think the foundation looks good? For wearing it for 8 hours?
It's good for the price, so.
It's good for the price? We got a thumbs up from Elver, so we're good. So that is it for this first impressions. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you found this helpful. I hope this helped you decide whether or not you want to pick up the foundation. I give it a thumbs up. If you want to try it, I say why not try it. I even feel like if you had dry skin, this wouldn't react so like badly on your skin, because it's not like it was a super flat finish. It was definitely a matte finish, but it didn't emphasize anything on my face, any texture. This texture on my skin right here is emphasized, but that's because of my highlighter. It's not because of the foundation at all. So I think if you're looking to try this, just give it a shot. Why not? Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. All the information will be linked down below, as well as everything that I wore on my face today. And I actually asked you guys on Snapchat if you wanted to see a tutorial on this look for like prom, because I feel like for prom this is a really like good look. It goes with like almost everything. So let me know in the comments below if you guys want it. Most of you on Snapchat told me you did, but you let me know. And that's all I have to say, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.